How hard is it really to quit nicotine? Nicotine was actually the hardest thing for me to quit. I have quit when it came to alcohol. I got sober, cocaine, got sober, kratom. I went through withdrawals. I went through nicotine withdrawals. Nicotine was the hardest thing for me to stop and to quit. And I wanted to share my experience and even some tools out there that can help somebody quit, because I think more people struggle with nicotine addiction than what we realize. If you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe button. I had a company reach out to me when I went through my nicotine withdrawals. It's called Nix. I have them linked up in the down below, also pinned in the comments. But Nix is actually a tapering system that tapers you to get off of nicotine or off of vaping. And that's the thing I don't think a lot of people realize. Like when I quit nicotine, I had to taper too. And it's different steps of nicotine. And gradually you get from, a certain milligram to a certain milligram to no nicotine. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, is to get off of it. And they also understood part of the challenge with the nicotine too is, like, they have a stress relief supplement that you take that has some magnesium in it, some extracts in it. They also have a lung rehabilitator that you take to help repair some of your lung damage. And I love this in it because that's how I quit. When I ended up quitting nicotine, when I got sober, I wasn't going to quit at all. I got sober of alcohol and cocaine, and I still smoked. And I figured I was going to smoke the rest of my life because it was okay. I was a cocaine alcoholic. I'm not killing myself as quickly anymore. And inevitable, I'm probably going to die from lung cancer. That's just the way that I kind of looked at it. And it wasn't until 2021 that I ended up quitting cigarettes, and I went to on pouches. I had to find what works for me. And vapes, at the time, they didn't even have zero nicotine vapes that I could find. Or tiered programs. And I tried vaping before, and I would just switch back to cigarettes, whatever it was. So I ended up finding out about the on pouches, Zen pouches, and I started on those. And believe me, just to quit from smoking to the pouches, I had to readjust a lot of my habits. I had to readjust a lot of what I did. Because, like, I would get my coffee brewing, I'd go outside and smoke 2 cigarettes, come in, grab my cup of coffee, go outside, smoke another cigarette. I had to change my whole life up that way. And it was hard. I will say this: once I got to the point that I got fully on the pouches, made it a lot easier, no desire to smoke. Now all of a sudden, I got to taper off of these. And that was my plan. I wanted to get, like, eventually maybe nicotine free. I don't know. But I also wanted to hook up with women. I was single at the time. I just was going through my divorce with Amber, and I wanted to have more action. Let's face it, people don't like people that smoke anymore. And so I started on the 8 milligram pouches and slowly started weaning myself down. And it took me about 3 years to wean myself down. And I tapered down. I went from 8 milligrams to 4 to 2. And then February 16th of 2024, I finally was like, you know what? I'm going to quit. This is my quitting day. I am quitting nicotine. And man, that was a beast. That was a beast. I switched over to straight gum. And it was only 2 milligrams that I was on of nicotine. But man, it was hard. And I didn't realize how real, like, the oral fixation was. That's why I love, like, how a lot of these companies now have, like, a zero nicotine based one, because you're going to have the oral fixation that can lead you back real quick to using. And that was one of the things that I had to fight against. I was chewing gum nonstop. I still chew gum nonstop because there is something that's real when it comes to oral fixation, and realizing that this is part of quitting. But I will say tapering does work. That is how I ended up quitting. It worked for me. Hopefully, maybe it works for somebody else. And I mean, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, hit the like and subscribe button. Comment your experience down below, because I think the more that we share how we quit things, how we get through things, the more that it helps anybody out there. And let's face it, it's hard to quit nicotine just because you can go to the gas station and get it. It's not like alcohol. It's not like cocaine. It's not like a lot of the drugs that are out there. And it's frowned upon, but not frowned upon as much as some of the other substances are. So that, I think, makes it in general even a lot harder to quit. So the one that's going through it, trust me, tapering for me worked. Hopefully maybe it works for some of you out there. But just hearing other people's experiences that, yes, you can quit. It is doable. You might gain a little bit of weight, but guess what? I did find that doing a lot of walks helped a lot too. And that is key. Taking some magnesium helps also, gets you out of the fight or flight mode. There's a lot that you can take that helps you through this process, making it easier, and that's what it's about. Got it all linked down below, and share your experience of getting, off of nicotine, because it's one of the hardest things to get off of, and I don't think we realize how many people are actually addicted to nicotine still.